You already know this, but it is August now. Art Fight is over for 2026, and 2026 was a really big year for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to talk about a couple of them. But before I do, let's first acknowledge how the format for this video is going to go, okay? So I will have the speed paints of my vertical attacks in this video. I'm actually going to make a part 2, and that's going to be all of my square or horizontal pieces. On the other side of screen, that is where I'm going to put the link to each creator's Art Fight profile as well as a reference photo. Okay, now that we've covered that, let's talk about 2026. It would be absolutely remiss of me to not mention the fact that this was Art Fight's 10-year anniversary. That is a huge milestone. It is also my 10-year anniversary with Art Fight. I didn't even realize that I have been playing this for as long as the Art Fight website, the official Art Fight website, has existed. I know that it predates that in some capacity back when it used to exist on DeviantArt, but as far as their counting, this was year 10. It was year 10 for me as well, and it was very exciting to be a part of this milestone, even if it wasn't your 10th year. We all got to kind of celebrate and enjoy something fantastic about it together, starting with the fact that we were no longer in a binary art fight. We were on 3 teams. We were competing as if this was a proper tournament, and I know that there was some mixed feelings about that, but this is my channel, so I'm going to tell you guys my feelings on it, and I'm honestly so thrilled. They haven't even released the winners yet, but I enjoyed having 3 teams so much. I think that with more variety, with more diversity, there's just a lot more chance involved. It makes sense as well, because think about how many users there are on Art Fight now on year 10. We surpassed the 1 million member mark, or at least the 1 million character mark 2-3 years ago or something like that. I know I've brought this up before in some of my Art Fight videos, so it definitely happened. We are huge, and having more opportunity for players to find the team that fits them just makes sense. I'm not sure I really understand the criticism against having 3 teams. I've listened to some of it. I've watched the videos where people say something negative about it, and you are all entitled to your opinions. Full stop. Your opinions are completely valid. Your feelings are valid. But I just can't say I can relate. I thought the 3 teams was amazing. I loved it. I hope they continue to do it. I think I would be a little bit saddened to see us regress back to 2 teams if next year we only had 2 instead of 3. I'm not gonna skip Art Fight 2027 if we don't get 3 teams. It's not that big a deal to me, but I definitely enjoyed, appreciated, and hope we continue to have more options when it comes to team selection in future years. Okay, but let's talk about the actual team names, the team themes for a second, because they were so interesting. I loved the dynamic. Obviously, I am just an Art Fight simp. I love everything about Art Fight. If you've known my channel long enough, you probably already knew that coming into this video. I wasn't going to complain. I thought comedy, tragedy, and mystery were an amazing way to launch the 3-team dynamic. I thought doing genres, story time genres, was so cool. I have said so many times how much I love story-driven art. I love art that tells a story. I think story and art go together like peanut butter and jelly. I believe that they are just a marriage made in heaven, and using genres for storytelling as the team themes, mwah, just chef's kiss, I could not have been happier. I loved it even more than rock, paper, scissors. It was just so good, and I don't know how we're gonna top that. It's honestly just a really high bar. And as is typical for me, I of course went with the underdog team because I am a glutton for punishment. I love losing, apparently, so I chose the oddball out, which was Team Mystery. I wasn't really sure that that was gonna be the oddball out at the time that I chose it, but I'm not surprised that it ended up being that way, that was kind of the underdog of the trio. But I don't regret it. I never regret it. There's no real reason to feel sorry or bad about quote unquote losing art fight, right? Like there's no like prize that you're missing out on. There's no like FOMO, right? It's fine. There's nothing that we're really not getting from not winning. You're still gaining skills from drawing all art fight long. You're receiving gift art of your original characters. Everything that there is to gain from art fight can be gained no matter what team you pick. So that's never been a concern. I'm not worried about picking the right or the winning team ever. And I hope that you guys can go into this feeling just as free to participate for whatever team that you want and not worry about the title or the crown or whatever of winner. So what have I learned after 10 years of art fight? And the answer to that question is a lot of things. I can tell you what I learned specifically this year, and that's because it's something that I focused on, and that's really honestly the trick when it comes to art fight is you will grow in whatever area you are deliberate with and focus on. And for me this year, it was with chibis. I know you're not seeing that with these attacks that are currently on screen. I don't think there's been a single chibi, and that's because most of the chibis were done on either a square canvas or a horizontal canvas, but mostly a square canvas. So in the next video, when we're looking at square canvases, you're gonna see all the chibis I did. You're gonna see the progression from my bobblehead looking characters who were not quite right with the chibi proportions all the way until I finally learned what I was trying to learn and nailed down those proportions. And I have some masterful chibis coming your way if I do say so myself. But that is just one thing that I've gained from art fight, specifically art fight this year. And I know in past videos, each one of these like post-op like wrap-up videos I do at the end of every year, I talk about like what I learned, how I improved, what my experience was like on art fight, and every year I walk away a better artist. Full stop, no exceptions. Every year I become a better artist, even the years where I'm lacking motivation, where I just don't feel the spirit of art fight the way that I usually do. Even my hardest years where my life is overwhelming outside of art fight and you guys never hear about what I'm going through, but I am really like struggling with my own personal life, I still show up for art fight. I still learn something, and I want that for everybody, because at the end of art fight, regardless of what art you received, you can walk away feeling like you gained the world when you've learned something new when it comes to your art. And that's not to gloss over the art that you receive either, by the way, nor is it to gloss over the art that I have received from all of you. It has been amazing, wonderful. I wake up so excited to check my notifications every single morning. I check them on my phone before I even get out of bed. Like, that's how excited I am to see your guys' art, to check out like what characters you've chosen to draw, which of my characters are more popular each year. It's always fun to kind of like play that game and to guess and figure it out and watch sort of like the progression throughout the month. And I don't know how to say thank you enough for all of the art that you guys have made for me. It has been amazing. You guys keep me on my toes. I have made it my mission for 10 years straight to never miss a revenge. Every person who attacks me gets at least one character of theirs drawn by me every art fight. So if you've drawn one of my characters on art fight, I am drawing one of yours. I have not failed yet, but you guys definitely keep me on my toes. I am always working up till the very last day to make sure that I get all of those done, and it has been an adventure every time, this year included, and I love doing it. I love challenging myself. I love seeing the characters that you guys have. I love seeing the way that you interpret my characters on all skill levels, by the way. There is no better or worse. Every skill level, even beginners who have just straight up raw talent, who aren't even aware of technique yet, you can kind of see what their natural talent is, and that's exciting. I am always excited to see your guys' drawings, to see your designs. and to receive your gift art. So thank you so much for that. I will never not appreciate it. And I'm printing them out. I'm saving them in folders, especially like if it's a D&D character, it's going in my D&D folder for my campaigns. If it's one of my webtoon characters, I'm sharing it on my webtoon platform. So there's always like a soft spot in my heart for the art that you guys are drawing for me. And please don't think that I'm just setting it and forgetting it on ArtFight until next year. I cherish them all year round and I appreciate it. I really do. And lastly, before I wrap up this video, I just want to say that this year inspired me in so many brand new ways that I cannot wait to change my entire process for ArtFight in 2027. I have so many new goals that break the mold that I have built and I've stuck to for 10 years, and I am ready to reinvent the wheel next year. So I'm so excited about that. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it, and that's something I'm going to go over in my next video. So please make sure that you subscribe, you like this video, you leave a comment if you feel inspired to do so, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one.